look at her. She's stunning. I wish I could look a smidgen like her. She's incredible. But I got the privilege and honor of meeting my sweet friend on, well, my first top director trip. I don't know if it was her first trip, but we had such an amazing time. And I don't know, we've just been kindred spirits ever since and stayed in touch. And here's what I love about Mary Kay. It doesn't matter which seminar affiliation you are. And now, with leadership, having a couple of them together. And that's what I love about this call is some of you I would never, if it wasn't for technology and it wasn't for how things are going now, I wouldn't even meet some of you, right? And now it doesn't matter which division, if you ink's still wet on your agreement, if you're a national sales director, it doesn't matter. Everybody can come together, like minds and like hearts and like souls. And I really just, especially since COVID, just really, really believe that we all got to stick together. And my beautiful friend is the real deal. When I tell you how she thinks and is so masterful with her business, it blows my mind. Through all the hardships and obstacles, Jolly, I have just never seen anyone quite like you. And I'm so honored and privileged that you were willing to give your time because honestly, this is a go give thing. You didn't have to do this for the whole Mary Kay world. And I just want you to know how much I deeply appreciate you for doing this yet again for us. And because everyone loved you last time, I'm like, sometimes I know who people want again and need again. So thank you, my sweet friend, for just being the person that you are and for loving people the way you love them and for giving back to us and just sharing with the whole Mary Kay world because that's what's going to keep her vision and her legacy continuing is people trickling it down for all the newbies in to even some of the oldies but goodies that just have maybe never heard some of the stories or learned from someone incredible like you. So I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to mute out, let you take over. I'll run all the background stuff. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Yes, 6 days until Christmas. And you are on here today. So I'm proud of you. So I'm just giving you a hand for being here. Jennifer, thank you for inviting me to do this. It's scary, as all of you know who've been a speaker on this before, but oh, it is so exciting. Getting yourself together for this is just it's a great honor to be a part of this, and I just don't miss this event. I love it that much. So since it is the grand finale and we are the end of the year, I've made 6 magical Mary Kay ideas since there's 6 days left till Christmas. I'm going to start with Festive Friday. And I'm beginning with this because I wanted it to be something fun, festive. And I like to let you know, if you didn't know, that Mary Kay liked to bake. And here's Mary Kay's book, Started with Love. And there she is in an apron. And so when we went to Directors Week, I've been in Mary Kay 43 years, about 7 years into it, I became a director. So like 35 years ago or so, we went there and Mary Kay had plates of cookies that she had made for us. And she was upstairs. We get to go by and got our picture made with her. She said, how are you today? And I said, I'm fine. I knew not to say that. I'd been in like Mary Kay long enough to know, don't say that. And she said, no, you're great. And so, yeah, I blew it with Mary Kay, but I'm sure she doesn't remember that, but I do. So in this recipe book is a recipe for sugar cookies. And Jennifer's going to post this video, like she said, around Monday. And I'm going to put all these things in there for you. When I get through everything I talk about, you could do it if you want to. You're going to have all the handouts, all the papers, and all you have to have is a copy machine and a few Mary Kay products. But this is the recipe, Mary Kay's sugar cookies. But the recipe in the book, I'm also going to snap this picture and send it to you. It's Mary Kay's Silver Wings Cookies. And so I made some for you with her recipe. And they have, I just did this little sparkles and got a little Dove cookie cutter off of Amazon. And she would really love this because even her favorite poem, Mary Kay, I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. So that would be a little treat for consultants or anybody that might stop by, like for a sip and shop, or I like to call them a sip and sparkle. People that just drop by to pick up. 3 people called today already that need to come by and get stocking stuffers. And then my other little idea, and Mary Kay, nothing's really original, but I made these little, and they're just tiny, just a couple of little pieces of chocolate, but I sprinkled them with lips. So you just get the chocolate wafers like at Walmart and melt them, then smash on your whatever your sprinkles are. I just got these Ooh La La because they had lips and made those little tiny little sweet treats that I put in each order when people order right now. So day 2 is this is the most complicated day that I'm going to talk about. The rest of them will go pretty easy, but it's Hydrafacial session Saturday. And my Hydrafacials I've been doing for a long time, since they became popular maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And this is basically the one I've done all along, but I'm going to put a little twist to it. So you're going to have this piece of paper. This is what I give people. And so they can remember how to do it if they decide they want to try it again. But it's 9 pieces of Mary Kay. They first wash their face with a foaming cleanser. And the instructions are really easy to follow for your customers too. You just put it on, add a little water to activate. The microdermabrasion, step 2. The charcoal mask. And the Shea lip scrub, and reveal the peel. Hydro mask. By the way, I did not make this up. This is I wish I could give credit to whoever originated this Hydrafacial particular one that I use, because I love it. And yes, it is aggressive. When you think about you're using a charcoal mask, the peel, and then also microdermabrasion, but I like it. And for more mature people or people with there's got to be a better word than mature, but you know what I'm talking about. This is a beautiful facial for them. And then the nourishing oil, the Shea lips, then you put the balm on, and the gel, the moisture renewing gel mask, which is phenomenal, as you all know. So that's the first part of it. It's just the products that go in it. Now, here's the tweak. And the reason I wanted to talk about it today is the idea of a caboodle. Now, this is trending all over Facebook, and you're seeing all kinds of things in caboodles. This is called the Pink Sparkle Caboodle on Amazon. It's about $18. Cute as can be. And it's got compartments to put things in. And you can put your big products down the bottom, put your littler products in the top. And also, I wish I could give credit to the person who came up with this, called Little Miss Mary Kay, or Little Miss Caboodles. And this one is for my granddaughter, and it is super adorable. It's just a smaller one, about $11 off Amazon, and you fix it up the way you want to. But what I love about this, not particularly the name, because you can name it whatever you want to, but my little granddaughter sent her list of what she wanted for Christmas. And one of the things was makeup that matches me. So that's what I'm calling my makeovers. I have one tomorrow, makeup that matches me, because someone called and she said, I need new makeup and I'd like some basic glamour. And I like, you want makeup that matches you, right? And she's like, yeah. So on this list, that's what I'm calling my appointments. She said she wanted makeup that matches me, and jewelry and belts and a tattoo. Okay, so I'm not going to get to that. Next is I'm going to put the things into the caboodle, because I want you to see really how I work this. So put all the big products in the bottom, then like the instructions. Open this up. This is a little surprise thing I'm going to tell you about in a second, but put your smaller items on the top. And boom. I mean, can you think of an easier party than all you have to do is take a caboodle and about 5 washcloths for each person. You want to have a lot of washcloths because you're having to take off a bunch of stuff. I suggest the thinner washcloths. I take them in an insulated bag. And most of the time, to tell you the truth, people come to my house for this. And I love it when they come to my home. I know you do too. You don't have to pack up that much. But if you're going to do a Hydrafacial, one caboodle. No, a whole bunch of setting up, some mirrors, boom. awesome, and they love it. And I let them know, if you went to a spa um, in town, when you leave, you're not full glamour. You leave with this beautiful glowing skin. That's what's going to happen when you come to my home. And so simple to book these kind of hydrofacials. But I want to show you also, I'm going to be posting these up for you. And I wish I could give credit again for who did this, but I've got these little pages. Now, I'm not even using these that much, but some people who are real detail oriented, they might want a few more handouts or something else to help them. But honestly, all you need really is this paper. And then you can book them by sending out this really cool picture that talks about what the Hydrafacial is. It's our version of a popular spa appointment with similar benefits, but without the cost. It's free. Involves deep cleansing, exfoliation, gentle pore clogging, declogging, and extreme, healthy, nourishing hydration. This is what you can let your customers know that you have available for them. Now back to the caboodle. I don't know if y'all were on when Jennifer talked about, that's probably a year ago, she talked about borrow my bag. And let me tell you, I have run with that. And we have Kathy Jacobs in our unit, ran with it also after she listened to Jennifer. And borrow my bag, borrow my box, or you can do borrow my roll up. And you put whatever products you think that person would like, and they get to take it home for 24 hours. And so it's like you book a class. So you want to book when you give it to them, what time, and also when you're going to pick it up. Every now and then they will lay it on my porch. They'll set it on my porch. But if you can get with them when they bring it back, let me tell you, that's where the excitement comes in, because at that point, you tell them the cost. Now, I'm not ever afraid to send a book with my customers. Most of them know the cost. New people, they're curious. I would want to know the cost. So you can send a book with them if you want to. But when they come to my house, I first or we do a virtual, or I text them. But a lot of times it's just a phone call. And I'm going to pick up the caboodle in a minute. So you want to know how much it costs? So I tell them about basically why I began doing this many years ago. I was given a gift certificate to go to a spa. And so I suggest you just look them up online and check out the spas in your area. I live in West Texas. So believe me, if there's going to be inexpensive spas, they're going to be a lot less expensive than they probably are in Hollywood or, California, wherever. So our Hydra, so this is a nice spa in Lubbock. It says a Hydrafacial Classic. So I just copied this off of the website. It says exfoliate. Ours definitely exfoliates with the peel and the mask. It says extracts, again, the mask and the cleanser. So we definitely extract and hydrate the skin. The intention is to improve skin firmness and visibly smooth lines and youthful wrinkles. It takes about 50 minutes, which is the same amount of time as ours. Cost $225. Now there's the kicker. That's why ours is so exciting. And then with the one in Lubbock, says you can have an advanced pairing with a Hydrafacial booster. So I called them up, and I just recently checked again to kind of see, now, what is this enhancement thing? And the lady on the phone, she said, it's a single application of a serum, she said, that has hyaluronic acid and ceramides in it. It's like, oh, girl, $75. Can't wait to tell my customers about ours. So here you go. In ours, I have this little thing. Now, I don't send this home with people. No. This is the part that I tell them, if you actually come to my home to have a Hydrafacial, then you will get an enhanced booster just for the hostess. And we add this into her system. And I just use the HA plus ceramides booster. And you just incorporate that in at any point you want to. I would probably do it at the end so that it stays on, and so they don't wash it off with a washcloth, because you do take the gel mask off at the end, so they live with that, just that glowy skin. And then if they happen to bring their mom or sister or whatever, I tell them you get even another bonus that is worth, I can't even tell you how much this would be, but it's the biocellulose mask. I let the hostess use that, and she gets to put that on at the end as we just kind of wrap up at a party. So that's your Hydra parties. And you might be thinking, well, how sanitary can that be to send these things home with people and then they bring it back and you're going to use it again? We just take alcohol and clean off the tubes. They're probably cleaner than the ones you have at home, and definitely look beautiful to go back out to another person, and they stay nice. I do have a little note on the eye patches that says 1 set per person, please. And on the facial peel, I have a little tag that says use only 1 squirt, because I don't want them to like go crazy with a glycolic acid facial peel. But I do love that part. So it's such an easy party. And then to close it out, and I tell them about the cost. I tell them, okay, so amazingly, guess what? These 9 products in this set add up to $300. Hey, that's exactly the cost of the spa plus the enhancement. $300 for one. I said $300. I like to offer a special, so I do 20% off, $240, and they get the caboodle at half price. So when they decide they want to invest in getting a Hydrafacial every week for months and months and months for $250, or go to a spa and have it once, that they get really excited about that. And so I hope that helps you. I do let them tweak if there's certain products are like, I wouldn't use that. Well, they can, do whatever they want in that part. We can change up products. So anyway, that is day 2. Day 3, Self-Care Sunday. Now, you probably already guessed this. First thing, I would love for you to go through the Hydrafacial with the products that you have on hand this Sunday. Actually do it. Your skin's gonna feel so good, and it's gonna be so refreshed. It might be a little different than what you're normally doing. So I hope you'll do that on Sunday. And I went ahead and named all 9 products when I first started, so that you would know what those 9 products are. The next in self-care that I want to talk about is vision casting for your brain. What's going on in your brain is so important in self-care. This is my Go poster, and I have my mottos, what I'm working for, my dreams. This doesn't have to be all Mary Kay, but make sure you have your Mary Kay goals in front of you, and that you look at it at least morning and night, every single day. My word for the year is delight. And I always have a scripture for the year. Mine is, you probably can guess it. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And that's Psalms 37:4. And then I have a verse that's like my year-long verse, my forever verse, not year-long, my forever verse. When I heard this verse, I wrote it in my Bible, and I thought, this is the verse I want them to read at the funeral, that when I have my, whatever they call it, the end of life, but my lifelong verse: do everything without arguing and complaining, so that you shine like stars in the universe as you hold out the word of life. Don't you want to shine like a star in the universe? Don't you want people, when they're around you, like, she just shines, she's happy? They maybe want to be like that a little bit. Now, for self-care also, I would be really remiss not to mention this, because this book, and I know everybody has been talking about this book. My offspring national, who's works in McEnroe, she told me about this book a few years back, and the nationals have all been focusing on this. But recently, we've had a top director, Jim Bessiker. I heard her talk about it, how it changed her life, helped her find her purpose in life. And y'all, I buy a lot of books because they're pretty, or somebody tells me to, and then I just think, maybe that'll work. But you know what? It doesn't. You really have to open them up. And I love that this book is laid out first in a story, and spoiler alert, close your ears if you don't want to know, but it is a story of a guy that's not having the greatest path of life in the beginning of his life. It's just lots of mental things that messes him up. And then you're going to see that he meets this cool guy that gives him three big habits, three big things to work on in life, and then some little habits that are going to change his life. It has changed me. I promise it has. And it also talks about how your subconscious mind is always at work. And it really is. And about a couple of weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night. Always have your phone handy or a notepad or something so you can write down those brilliant ideas you have in the middle of the night. Sometimes they're not brilliant if you thought they were at the moment. But I came up with my motto for our unit, which is beat our best on the quest to Budapest. I want to go again, Jennifer. I know you do too. This is going to be such a treat for us to go, and it's beat our best. So, being on this trip, it's not about me. It's about my unit. Honestly, I didn't even know. I didn't even know where Budapest was, and I'm not a huge traveler. But the joy of having your unit, knowing the inside things going on. And when we went, we got firsthand knowledge of everything you think of, the priceless value of the friends and all that I met on that trip. I went alone to Alaska, and that top trip, it changed my Mary Kay life. It changed the trajectory of our unit for everything. So each person in my unit that wants to play ball with me at all, I want to know what the best thing that they've done in their Mary Kay that they would like to beat. If it's recruiting, beat it by one. If it's whatever it is, just beat it by $1, whatever. And that helps us towards our big goal in our unit. So anyway, I hope that maybe inspires and helps someone too. So cast your vision and put it out there for everyone, because that's when it gets truly exciting. Now we are to, I will tell you too, after setting this motto, I started going, okay, so where are we? And we are about 5,000 short of being our target for $600,000 unit club. So yay, dream believers. I'm so proud of you. And I'm saying this because I want you to look at a glance. Go online on the Mary Kay site and check out at a glance, and it will help you find out some goals that you might want to work towards, because it tells you you're this close to your next step or this step. And if you ever need to reach out to me, you can. My name's Joli Dockery. No matter who you are, whatever, I would be happy to help you in whatever that little challenge you might be having or whatever. So next, number 4, Merry Monday. Well, I thought, what has really been something fun that I've done this year that helped our unit? And this summer, I got my 3 daughters in love together, and we made videos. We did little short 5 and 5s. And like I was telling you before, I don't like to talk about things that you couldn't go do today or tomorrow. You don't have to have technology, huge skills. You don't have a million helpers and secretaries and assistants. You can do this. Mary Kay is so simple. I think Mary Kay, no matter when you heard her speak, she always book, sell, coach, recruit. Keep it simple. You don't have to go crazy. Congratulations to those who know how to go crazy and do these fabulous things. But me, I'm just simple in how I do these. So my 3 daughter-in-laws came over, and we set us a little station with a coffee table, and they picked 5 products off the shelves and was consultant to Art. And then I videoed, and they just talked about their 5 products. Well, guess what? They don't know anything about ingredients. They don't know hardly whatever. They like, this stuff is so good. I don't know what's in it, and I don't know why, but my makeup stays on forever when I use this. That's how they did it. And I'm going to post one too after Jennifer puts this thing up for you, so you can see one of my daughter-in-laws doing it. And I think you're going to be excited for if you would have the courage to do this. And over the Christmas holidays, you might have your granddaughters, or you might have a little daughter. She can do a little practice of lip gloss. We have Kat Marquez. I remember she had her daughter, her little 6-year-old daughter. She was showing something. I mean, her website boomed because of the love that people have for you and your family and the joy that you're having out there. Put it out there. It's going to make a difference. Okay, now Treat Tuesday. And I a lot of times treat and trending. Trending is the word I like to use. I don't really like using the word limited edition. I like to use trending products that Mary Kay has. That means they're here because they're a trend, but they're not going to be around forever, possibly. So I put on a whole bunch of emerald liner most every day when I go out. And it's amazing how many people will say, I like your eyeliner, Joli. And my tip for you today is, okay, so I've been in Mary Kay for 43 years, 172 star consultants times, 172 times. And so that means every time since I've been in Mary Kay, and let me tell you, a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing. So the key with certain products, what's current, or put the green up here, put the green out here, the green zigzag up here. I don't know all that, but I try my best to grab onto some trending things going on. And then my number one booking tool for as long as I can remember is we have some new products that are trending, and I have some ways I want to try them. I need a guinea pig. Will you be my guinea pig? Almost nobody will say no to coming and letting them practice on you and being their guinea pig. I use that all the time. And a couple always think of like ideas, and nothing's really new in Mary Kay, but I kind of think I sort of made this idea up. And so I'm going to give you two tricks that I'm using on my customers. You squirt a squirt or two in your lid of your finishing spray. Then I have this cute little petite compact, and you use that. Whoops, hello. And I like to, a lot of times I mix crystalline and moonstone, wet it. I don't care what your age is, but if you have deep set eyes like me, or you just want something that pops, how about that? It is so fun. And then I also have Candlelight and Gold Status. These is the cutest little compact, not that expensive. And then they kind of glue it on with a finishing spray. So that's my first tip. The second tip, when you're on Facebook, weird stuff always pops up. Well, I always think, how could I do that in Mary Kay? Well, they had this thing that they were cleaning up around the eyes, and I thought, I like that idea. So I thought, what could I do? And I remembered about these little tubes that you can get. I got mine at the Dollar Tree, 2 for $1.25, micellar water, and you have your own magic eraser with micellar water. So, when you want your eyebrows to be a little more perfect, or you have a little mascara underneath, y'all, this does not smear. It does not make your eyeshadow or anything dot. If you want to clean up that line, use your magic eraser in Mary Kay. Then just kind of wipe it off on a little tissue. It doesn't leak. You just squeeze it out. And this is just refillable paint things from, you can probably find them anywhere. I'm sure Amazon. So anyway, I hope that helps. And that is for Merry Monday. And well, I don't know where I am. Number 6, wrap it up Wednesday. Now, I hope on Wednesday, which is going to be Christmas, that you take that time to really wrap yourself in what's the most important part of all of this Christmas season is that's wrap your arms and allow Jesus to wrap you up to have a wonderful and beautiful celebration on Christmas, and also wrapping yourself in the joy of being with your family and the spirit of Christmas, embracing all of that. But what I'm going to suggest is a little idea that I always do, and that is so that my customers and my clients see how much I love them. I want this to pop up Sunday afternoon, but I don't want to think about it. So I use a program that's called Scipio. It's for consultants and it's for directors. And you schedule out anything that you want for people to get but maybe, sometimes we're working in the middle of the night or whatever, you don't want to go out in the middle of the night. So Scipio is the program that I use. So Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to schedule out some things for my customers. I'm going to have a cute Giphy, and I'm also going to have some words of affirmation, just letting them know how much I love them, what they mean to me. And I'll schedule them Sunday afternoon. Sometimes they're going to get a real love note from me. And just so that I'll be wrapping my arms around them for sure. Now, we are the last day of the last Jennifer event for the year. So we really are the total wrap up. I want to say how I'm going to wrap up 2024. So I'm ready to go strongly into 2025 is the national sales director that I legally stalk. I stalk her. I love her. She's all in mind, body, and soul. And that's National Sales Director Pamela Waldrop-Shaw. And I think for 8 years or more, she's been doing this Design Your Life. So on the 26th of December, I hope that y'all will join me for this event. It's usually about an hour and a half long. And she teaches and she helps you jump into 2026, full guns, full ahead. But she also has you look back and reflect on your previous year so that you can make improvements and tweaks and things like that. And she has for free when you just go to Pamela Waldrop-Shaw on Facebook, and this will pop up and you can print this for free. So you're ready when you start working on what you want your goals and your mottos for the new year to be. You're going to look at your last year. You're going to look at your new year. You're going to look at how you're treating your body, what you're putting into your body. She affects me, like I said, mind, body, and soul. And she's such a strong, beautiful Christian. So that's a cool thing. And I want to end with this little story. It's some parents. They decided it was time finally for their young son who'd been wanting so bad to have a puppy. They said, okay, we're going to take you to get a puppy. And so he was so excited. They go to the animal shelter, and there's all kinds of dogs there. There's big dogs, little dogs, fat dogs, shiny, pretty dogs, dogs that can run fast or jumping high. But there was one little dog that was wagging his tail. And the little boy said, I want that dog. And so the parents were like, okay. They loaded up the dog and they got in the car, and the dad asked him, why did you choose the puppy that was wagging his tail? And he said, because I wanted the dog with a happy ending. So I love that story. And I wish that for you. Happy endings and a Merry Christmas. And thank you for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. So many little nuggets of things to learn from. And isn't that fun when we sometimes you might have heard some of these ideas, but even, how long have we been doing hydro sessions? But I just took away, I love the caboodle. I've been selling tons of those, but just to put the hydro session there, I love those ideas. And I think everyone answered everybody else's questions on here. Yeah. But they asked what was in the refillable paintbrushes. And I have seen those at Dollar General and on Amazon. So those would be really good. And I like that you put micellar water in it and eye makeup remover. Because sometimes you do eye makeup remover, it takes it. Like it leaves a mark. So I love that. So absolutely. Okay. Does anybody want to unmute or anyone have a question that we missed?
Joli, this is Carla. How are you?
Hi, Carla.
Hi, this was so great. Thank you so much for just taking your time and planning our days before Christmas. I had totally forgotten about the hydro sessions because I did them when they boomed, but then you just kind of move on. And I don't know why. My skin felt amazing. My clients loved it. I'm going back.
Great.
Thank you for that.
I
Just
love
those little
that.
reminders that you see. Thank you.
Amazing. Anybody else? I just don't want to miss anybody. I think we answered everything in the chat though.
Joli, you did an awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me. There's your group. I see everybody. Hi, everybody.
Isn't that so fun?
Love y'all.
Jennifer, I did want to say that Jolie, I really love the idea of the poster with the sayings and your favorite verses and the quotes. What did you say your forever verse was?
Oh, my forever verse is do everything without arguing and complaining. Then there's a few more little words there, but then I just go to so that you shine like stars in the universe as you hold out your word of life. And it is Philippians 2:14-16.
I love that.
Okay.
I just had one quick comment.
Yeah.
This is Shantae with the Dream Believers, and we're so proud to have Jolie as our director. Of course, she's amazing, and I mean, I would cry if I talked about all the great things she's done. I loved her intro that you gave because so true, everything you said. But the one thing I think that is so phenomenal about Jolie is she's really had those interactions with Mary Kay, and it's just sort of a confirmation to us that Mary Kay was a real person and how much she loved the business and how she loved her consultants and all the things she did when, like affirmations weren't a thing. Mary Kay was already doing it. And Jolie saw it in action and then, is able to share those things with us. And I think that's one thing that makes Jolie just so unique is she has that history that helps inspire us to keep going.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Jolie's the best. And I hope you all have the most incredible holiday. Merry Christmas to everybody. We will be back here in January as we'll I will be getting the graphic out soon. It'll probably happen the last week of December, but I know we all won't see each other. So go all out in December. Don't stop. Christmas is 2 days, friends. Everyone else has to work before and after. It's fine. So let's go all out and level up in our life, in our careers, our families, in every aspect. I love y'all. Thanks so much for being on today, Jolie. Thank you so much. You're incredible. Always sensational. I love y'all so much. Have an amazing Thursday.